I think we, kind of showed some grit at both ends, really, right, and some, kind of just intelligent play, right. I thought we started getting the ball to where it needed to go, and obviously, I don't know what the stretch was, Jonesy, but it was like 8 or 9 stops in a row, and there's some pretty solid defense down there, and got more connected and more physical, and that was a really good run there.
It was really the same group that kind of got you the lead in the second and then gave it back in the third, really.
Well, that group changed the game, and then the other guys came back in and kind of took off in the second quarter. They do that, right? That second unit puts a different spin on the game a lot. Maybe they weren't used to starting the second half, right? But we'll get them used to it.
Did anything concern you in the second half when they outscored you in that third quarter?
The only real thing that stuck out to me, Jonesy, was our finishing around the rim. They're playing a pretty extended stay-home type defense, and they kind of force you to take it to the basket, kind of man-to-man. And you guys can recall Jonas getting the ball in the middle of the floor a bunch and really doing a nice job. He was about the only one that did that. The rest of them had some attempts that just need to be a little tougher and a little better. But we want them taking them in there, right? I like that, at least how they took them in there aggressively, and we'll work on that.
You showed a few wrinkles defensively. Were you happy with the way they worked?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was experimentation time, and it's nice when an experiment gets off to a good start.
For a preseason game, it got awfully physical there for a little bit.
It was a very intense preseason game. I said that at halftime. I said this game's got a lot of juice in it. It's physical, and I think it's two really good teams. Two teams that pride themselves on playing hard and playing defense. So yeah, it was kind of fun out there.
Coach, how did Leonard help on the defense, especially the second quarter, to help the team get the lead?
Yeah, I think it was really a team defensive thing, but it always helps when your best players are out there really down and guarding and deflecting passes. I think we had 15 deflections in the first half, and I know he had a few of those. We just got on a nice groove there at both ends.
Just a nice progression from where he was at the last game.
Yeah, that was a really nice progression. I think that was a definite kind of leap forward, and not surprising the work he's been putting in, and you'll see a little bit more of that as we go here.
Can you kind of elaborate on what you saw from him that you liked tonight?
Well, I think you saw a guy making some really precise offensive moves, right? He got it, and he'd make his move, he'd get his man off balance, he'd get inside, he'd get them back on their heels and pull up for the jumper. He got to the free throw line. I mean, he's got a lot in his one-on-one arsenal, and he showed a bunch of it tonight.